So as you can see, I now have, I think, a few towns that are in the plus zone. These things here, I think I don't need them, so I'll just have to delete them. Yeah, these things here. Yeah. Alright, so I can't delete this, but I'm sure I can delete this. You can choose to delete them though, but I think they are not important. But you can now leave the names of the towns. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is we want to add the number of people who are likely to be affected. Alright, so you now click on table options, go to add field. Alright, now type population here. So the type, we have short integer, we have long integer. You should note that if maybe you are typing a population of the towns, the floodable towns, and then the number is more than 10,000, you should select long integers. But then if it's below 10,000, you should go in for short integers. So let me see. Alright, I'll go in for long integers and then click OK. So as you can see, I have here, but I'm double clicking on it. I want to type in something, but it's not working. This is because we haven't started the editor tool, and most of you don't have the editor tool as I have here. You just have to come to customize, go to toolbars, and then as you can see, you should check in the editor tool, and then it will appear on your screens. Alright, so quickly I'll click on start editing. So what am I editing? I think it's the towns affected, right? Click OK. Alright, so after I double click in it, have you seen that it has come? Alright, so offensive. Anyway, this population, the number of people that I'm just putting in, that's the figures, they are all fake. I just cooked them. That's not the real population. So let me put something like 80 or 89,450. Then this is 3,450. And then the last one. Alright, so I have it here, so I can now click on my editor tool. You can either choose to save edit before stopping it, or you can either choose to just click on stop edit to ask you to save, and then you click OK. So now I have my my population here. Alright, so this is my map here, nicely drawn. Anyway, with the most valuable, I don't like the red color. Let me just go in for blue. Alright, so that will make my map look a little bit nicer. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we want to label the towns. You right click on towns affected, click label. So as you can see, we have the names of the towns here. Cobreso. Sorry, those from this district, you know, I can't mention the names very well, so you have to forgive me. Aniati. Okay, you just let me just concentrate on the work and then stop mentioning names. Alright, so as you can see, we have the names of the towns that appeared here, but then we want to also insert the number of people who are likely to be affected. So the next thing we will do is, okay, let me just right click on towns affected, go to data, export data. You should always make sure you are linking it to the folder that you have created. Alright, so I will name this population and then save it. Alright, then click OK. So as you can see, we also have our population here. Let me just change this dot to, I usually prefer this though, 8, and then I'll do same for town affected too. Alright, okay. So now right click on population, go to properties, and then move to label. Alright, so I've now moved to label. The label field should always be towns, instead of town name, now it should be population. And then maybe you can choose, I want to bold it. And then the placement properties, maybe I'll go in for bottom left only. The reason why I'm going in for bottom left only is because the towns are all aligned at the top right only. Alright, so you saw nothing here, right? It's because you have to come back to population and then label features. Voila. So now we have the figures. I think we have Offenso. Where is Offenso? Offenso 89,450 people being affected by flood. Alright, so when we have this, I think we now have our map with showing the population, the number of people who are likely to be affected during flood, and then the towns that are affected, or the towns that are in the flood zones. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is, I want us to maybe export it as a map, but then we are forgetting something. I want us to move it to layout view. Either you click here or you go to view, you click on layout view. Alright, so we have our map in here neatly. Alright, so I'll just use this tool to zoom in to get maybe a bigger picture of our map. Alright, and then I want to insert a title for it. Alright, Tetra is the street map showing flood areas. Alright, I'll have my title here. So I'll now go and then insert the north arrow. I prefer this. Place it here. And then I'll now go and insert my scale bar, which should be in kilometers. And then click OK. Click OK. That's it. Okay, I have my kilometers here. So the next thing I'll do is I want to insert legend. Well, with the legend I'll have to arrange the names here well before I have to work on the legend. So let me just put this, let me do it quickly here. Affected, and then towns, let me just name it towns affected. Okay, and then I have my rivers here, and then level of floodability, and then the district. Alright, so we can now go to inserting our legend. Yeah, so you now click on legend. Alright, so you now have to